Have you ever given your partner your time, energy, love, and even your soul, but they never felt like it was enough? When it comes to narcissists, you may have given them everything they asked for and more, but they still threw you out without giving it a second thought. But there's something you should know. The narcissist may think they are in charge, but they will always regret not having you around. Due to their focus on themselves, their need for power and control, and their failure to keep real connections, they will eventually feel regret on a level they can't even understand. It might be too late for them to notice what they've lost by then. We'll talk about the interesting and painful truth of narcissistic relationships in this video. We'll also talk about why the narcissist will regret losing someone like you. Someone who saw through their false image and could have been their emotional center. This lesson will delve deeply into the mind of narcissists and how it affects their capacity to connect with others. Along with these topics, we will also talk about how the loss of someone who truly cared about them will have long-lasting effects that they may never fully recover from. Before we start, please click the like button, subscribe for more videos on how to deal with selfish relationships, and share this video with anyone who needs to hear it. We're all in this together, and your story is important to share. Now let's begin. Let's get right to why the narcissist will always regret your absence now that you're here and ready to talk about this important subject. You may have felt like an object to a narcissist, someone they could use and then throw away whenever they wanted. You trusted them, spent time with them, loved them, and cared for them. You gave them everything you had and hoped they would understand how much you meant to them. What did they do with all that stuff, though? They didn't care about it or respect it, and when they thought they had no more use for you, they turned away from you or threw you away. In the moment, it's easy to think that they don't care, that they're happy without you, or that they've already moved on to someone else they think is better. The truth is that narcissists can't really move on, no matter how much they act like they can. People who are narcissists need to be validated all the time. Their whole sense of self-worth is based on praise, admiration, and interest from other people. They can't do anything without being told over and over that they are better than everyone else, that they are the center of attention, and that they deserve love. In spite of everything, they know the hard truth. No matter how much praise they get, they will never really be happy. Their sense of worth is hollow, because it comes from outside sources only. They can't find anything real or permanent to fill the void inside them. This is where you come in. Even though they didn't realize it at the time, you were the one who gave them something real and honest. You gave them the emotional depth they needed, and the approval they were looking for. You were there for them when they needed someone to boost their ego and help them feel good about themselves. But despite all of this, they abused and used you. And when they thought they had taken everything from you, they threw you away right away. However, even though they may have thrown you away, they will always miss you. Nothing or no one else can give them what you gave them. The narcissist feels like they've lost something when you leave, but they'll never say it out loud. At first glance, they might act like they don't care, trying to trick themselves into thinking that they're better off without you. They might even try to make other people think that your leaving doesn't affect them. They know they've lost something important, though, in the quiet parts of their minds. They know that nothing will ever really substitute you, no matter how hard they try. Someone else might try to fill that void and give them the love and care they need, but it will never be the same. No one else will ever love them, see them, or care about them as deeply and emotionally as you did. That you know this will finally come through, even if it's buried under layers of pride, ego, and denial. Narcissists will always feel pain from losing someone who loved them for who they were, saw their worth on a deeper level, and saw them for what they could offer. They may never admit it out loud, but they do feel it. They might tell themselves that they don't need someone like you. They might think that the next person will be even better or just as good. But deep down, they know that no one else will ever be able to fill the special part you played in their lives. It's not about finding someone to fill the void with shallow attention. It's about the real relationship you had with that person. There will never be a bond between you two like the one you had before. Even if they refuse to accept it and keep looking for new ways to feel good about themselves, it will be hard for them to accept that terrible truth for the rest of their lives. Over time, the narcissist may look for new relationships, new ways to feel good about themselves, and new people to control and influence. For a short time, they might even find someone who seems to meet their needs and fill the gap. But nothing will ever be as real and emotional as what you gave them. The narcissist can't make deep, important connections with other people, so any relationship they start will be shallow in the end. Their fake happiness may make it look like they've moved on and forgotten about you, but the pain they feel from losing you will always be there, slowly growing. Every new person they meet will make them think of the person they lost, even if it's only in their minds. They will always be afraid that no one else will love them as much as you did, and that thought will stay with them no matter how many other people they try to find. At the heart of their regret is the knowledge that they can't really have the love and relationship they need to be happy. They might never fully understand how much they lost, but they will always know. People who are narcissists are always looking for approval and something outside of themselves to fill the void inside. When they lose someone who used to give them the approval they needed so badly, they feel a deep, terrible void that can't be filled by anything else. Their pride might never fully come back, and the wounds from the past will always be with them. The loss of someone who really understood, loved, and validated them in ways that no one else can will leave a permanent mark on their soul, no matter how hard they try to move on. I feel very bad about what I did after that. Narcissists will start to panic when they realize they've lost someone who was very important to them in the past. They will do everything they can to control, trick, and guilt trip other people into taking your place. They may even try to get back to how things were in their relationship with you, but it will never work. No one will ever be able to match the amount of effort, love, or patience you showed them. You gave more than anyone else could have. There was no one else who could have given them the mental support, validation, and presence that you did. They will never find that again. This is when the narcissist will really understand how bad their actions were. Even if they never say it out loud, they'll start to feel bad about what they did. But it won't be because they love you. It's because they know the source of comfort they counted on is gone. They will start to feel worse when they don't get your approval, attention, and mental support. They will realize, even if they don't want to, how much they relied on you to meet their selfish needs. They used your presence in their life to keep their egos going, and now that you're gone, they'll feel a vacuum that they can't ignore. But here's the most important thing to understand. It's usually too late for the narcissist to do anything about what they've lost by the time they finally start to realize how much they've lost. The harm has already been done. They will have hurt a lot of people, lost a lot of relationships, and turned away people who could have helped, comforted, or guided them. Because they were so focused on controlling every part of their relationships, they turned away the one person who really cared about them. They didn't see what they had while they had it, but you gave it to them. Narcissists don't understand how valuable what they have is until it's gone. Even after they realize what's going on, they often can't fully accept or understand it. They may feel sad or guilty about what they did, but they won't be able to truly own up to their mistakes. Instead, they might try to move the blame, explain their actions, or say that you broke up with them, never really facing their part in ending the relationship. The narcissist will never realize what they've lost until it's too late, because they can't see how important the people around them are while they still have them. By the time they realize how empty they feel, they have often cut themselves off from others too much for anyone to be able to help them fill that hole. I'm so glad you watched this movie and talked with me about this painful but empowering truth. If you've ever been dumped by a narcissist or felt the pain of their absence, remember this: they will always feel bad about losing you. The narcissist's failure to connect with real people will catch up with them in the end, and they will have to deal with the results of their actions. So keep your head up. These people didn't know how much you were worth, and your loss will hurt them for a long time. If you thought this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with people you think might need to hear it. You can also subscribe to the channel to see more videos about getting over narcissistic abuse. Healing and empowering yourself are just the beginning for you. Let's break free from the chains of narcissistic abuse together. Remember that you are enough and stay strong. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.